No celebration, no shouting, just a quiet moment of relief in his eyes. After everything he had been through, Kento Momota had finally done it, claiming the one title that would make history for Japan, and proving himself after years of doubt, setbacks, and uncertainty. At the 2018 World Championships, Momota reached his first ever World Championship final, standing just one match away from becoming Japan's first men's singles world champion in 41 years. But standing in his way was the home favorite, Chi. She had already taken down two legendary names from China's golden generation, Chen and Lin Dan, both in straight games. It felt like a passing of the baton, with the next generation ready to take over. And with the entire home crowd behind him, Chi appeared to be in unstoppable form. The history, however, was even more daunting. Across the previous 23 editions of the World Championships, China had produced 13 men's singles champions. Japan? Not a single one. And now, Momota had to overcome not only a world-class opponent, but decades of history and an entire arena cheering against him.
On my right, Kento Momota, Japan. And on my left, Chi, China.
Yet perhaps this was exactly the moment Momota had been waiting for. So, how did Kento Momota silence the home crowd, overcome China's powerhouse, and finally break a 41-year drought for Japan? As soon as the match began, both players produced an incredible opening rally, perhaps one of the longest opening rallies in World Championship men's singles history. Despite this being their first ever World Championship final, neither player showed any sign of nerves.
It's unbelievable. They're settling in straight away. No need to just familiarize just a little bit with the court.
Soon, Kento Momota quickly revealed a clear tactical plan. Target Chi's forehand and capitalize on the quality of his replies. Whenever Chi's forehand return came back slightly short, loose, or predictable, Momota would immediately take the shuttle early, seize the attacking initiative, and turn a seemingly neutral rally into an opportunity to apply pressure.
I think Chi actually do really well.
Oh, yes.
Chi was clearly aware of Momota's intention, and he refused to let that pattern dictate the game. Momota's quality of lift became a crucial factor in this battle. Chi was constantly ready to attack, and he was particularly dangerous whenever Momota's lift landed even slightly short. Momota therefore had to maintain not only the right direction, but also the right height and depth on every lift. The longer and deeper he could push Chi toward the back of the court, the more difficult it became for Chi to attack with full power.
It's going wide.
No doubt about it. Everybody talked about his performance in other tournaments. I think a lot of people sort of came in doubt because he's not been playing so well in this tournament. But it wasn't. No.
Watch this rally as both players almost reduce the court to a half-court battle, repeatedly targeting each other's forehand. What makes this exchange so fascinating is the quality of their shot selection, handling, and transitions. Neither player gives the other even the slightest opening, making the entire exchange almost textbook perfect. After the interval, Chi visibly raised the tempo, moving faster and taking more initiative in the front court. He began looking to dominate the net exchanges and launch his attacks.
That was anticipated.
But whenever Chi managed to unleash his attack, Momota's court coverage and defensive retrieving were virtually impenetrable. Momota repeatedly absorbed the pressure, reaching shots that seemed out of his reach and sending them deep into the corners. Rather than engaging Chi in a direct power battle, Momota stayed true to his strengths: length, consistency, patience, and minimizing his margin for error. He had no need to match Xi's attacking power. Instead, he focused on absorbing the pressure and extending the rallies until an opening appeared. With the rallies increasingly settling into Momota's rhythm, Chi found himself with very little room to dictate play. Momota's control and consistency kept the shuttle moving at a pace that suited him, while denying Xi the clean opportunities he needed to attack. Instead of being forced into risky attacks, Xi's mistakes came naturally as the long rallies wore him down. As the rallies stretched on, the pressure of having to play one more shot and then another gradually began to take its toll. Momota's strategy was simple, but brutally effective. Stay calm, keep the shuttle in play, and let the pressure build on the other side of the court.
It's hard to find the length on his shots. He's not having the confidence in lifting and plating.
It's gone wide.
In the second game, the tactical focus shifted heavily toward the front court, with both players looking to force a weak reply, creating the perfect opportunity to take the initiative and launch the next attack.
Just out. That's pretty good. That's a good fight. Here, again, late.
Participated in since 1983. Had a finalist, at least one finalist in 18. Now,
Momota produces a perfectly angled cross-court smash, catching Chi off guard and landing inches from the sideline.
Unknown as far as beat Peter Gator.
That's true. That's quite surprising, isn't it?
Yeah. Good defense.
Chi disguises his intention beautifully with a reverse slice overhead, making the shot look like a full power attack. The kind of China jump smash Chi was feared for, taking the shuttle at its highest point and unleashing a steep, explosive attack before Momota could properly prepare. Momota constantly sent deep lifts into Chi's forehand. As soon as Xi played a clear, he immediately steps in and unleashes a sharp cross-court smash into Xi's backhand, turning Xi's defensive clear into an attacking opportunity.
Yes, super.
Close the gap and win it. So he guessed again. Good anticipation by Momota.
Chi tries to force the attack, but Momota's court coverage is simply incredible. Sends the shuttle back almost effortlessly.
Momota doesn't give any.
It's a 6-point advantage now for the number 6 seed.
Chi knew he had to keep attacking to break through Momota's defense. But as the rallies became longer, his eagerness to finish them quickly began to work against him. The harder he tried to end the rally, the more mistakes crept into his game.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, Anna's Antonsen played a very, very patient game against Momota when they were.
Even when Chi tried to play patiently and wait for his opportunity, Momota's relentless consistency slowly wore him down. Every shot came back with quality, depth, and precision, giving Chi almost nothing to attack.
See.
Straight down the line. Missed it. Missed it.
Here it comes. Oh, good defense by Yuchi.
And just like that, 21-11, 21-13. After 41 years of waiting, Japan finally had its first ever men's singles world champion since 1977. For Kento Momota, this was more than just a victory. It was the culmination of years of doubt, setbacks, and fighting his way back to the top. And perhaps that is why there was no wild celebration, no shouting, just a quiet moment of relief. In front of a passionate home crowd, Momota had silenced the arena and rewritten the history books. Japan had finally found its champion. And Kento Momota had finally proven that he belonged on the biggest stage of all.